Good morning, everyone. How are you doing on this beautiful Thursday morning?
It's a Port and Company.
TQ's ordering some new shirts from Rejo's.
They're like the
There's
actual
Tyler.
Neon green.
We're gonna call him Speed Demon this morning. You know why? I'm standing out by the truck waiting on him to get to the house.
Right.
And I literally hear his tires on his truck humming from a half a mile away. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I mean, this dude was rolling out.
But it's more green and not yellow.
I have to call the cops, sit on my road because I got a speeder.
Yeah.
So they've finally started working on this property probably the last few months, and they've gotten a lot of the trash cleaned up. Not all of it, a lot of it though, but we still have to be extremely careful. So we're gonna try to, now that they got a lot of the metal and flashing and glass picked up, we're gonna try to clean it up a little bit better. Just simply, there was so much stuff through these weeds and everything. I mean, there still is some. See there, plastics, glass, metal. Just got to be extremely careful. But you can see the house got so hot, it actually busted the windows. That one almost got me. So I'll kind of give you a rundown. I mean, there was tons of stuff in here. Tons. Huge piles here. They've gotten a lot of it cleaned up. There was a monster pile of stuff back here. Hey, you got something there. Going fishing?
I'm all wrapped up.
Fishing line, isn't it? Better watch
I think it's fishing string.
Yeah, that's what I said. Just watch, there might be a hook on the end. wanted to show you, this is where the main part of the fire was. From what the neighbors kind of told us, these folks were extremely lucky to get out. I don't think they got out unscathed, but they got out with their lives. You got to be really, really careful through here. As you can tell, they haven't got to this area just yet. I'm gonna actually stop her. I wouldn't go in that right now.
I was just going right here.
I just don't want you to like, I see nails poking out. You hit one of them, it's gonna be a bad day.
Yeah, I was thinking, if you guys notice, I'm not going as low as I would normal on a normal trim job because I don't know what's in here. So I am keeping it up, just kind of knocking it down a little bit.
I'm assuming this is gonna be next because they're almost around to here.
Yeah, they cleaned it up pretty good, all the stuff that were brought out of the house.
Yep. There goes a chipmunk. I also noticed over here when I made my perimeter pass, there was a hole. I'm assuming it's that chipmunk's hole, but I wanted to make sure it wasn't a bee's nest. I don't see any bees, so that's good. Tyler's getting wrapped up. This house here is in a very nice neighborhood, so I know some of you might be thinking, you know, why don't they just tear this thing down, you know, whatever. Well, with the housing market, the prices of materials and everything, believe it or not, this house is very much salvageable, especially being that it's brick. So there's still a ton of value here, even if they got to put new roofs, new windows, redo the whole entire inside. I mean, you figure just the brick and block this thing, I mean, you're probably talking what, 60, 80 grand probably. That's a big project though. Meter box is all burned up, roof's fried. I'm glad they've gotten a lot of it cleaned up though. They're probably waiting on another dumpster, honestly. And I know you might say, oh, hit those cracks. Guys, I'm telling you, there's nails, there's all kinds of stuff all over this area. Actually kind of looks like a house again. So this big bank that's coming over here, we just can't chance putting the mowers down here because this big old boulder wall all the way down would be a bad day for a mower, and if somebody would potentially go over it. So tree line, we stop. We trim this out occasionally, I'd rather be safe than sorry. All right, so the customer should be extremely satisfied. He sent an email and said, hey, I had the guys clean all up around the house, you know, as much as they possibly could at this point. Is there any way we can trim? And they did a pretty darn good job. I mean, from what was in there, I mean, copper wire, glass, bottles. Was there much trash out back for you?
No.
No?
Pretty much cleaned up.
Just tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, tall, wet, and but yeah, gonna send the customer a message back, say, hey, we got what we could trimmed. As you guys get more cleaned up, we'll come around and trim even more of it.
All right, so we just got done busting this property out here. Stripes look really nice. Tyler's blowing off. We're gonna go out back. Sean's just finishing up mowing just a little bit, so let's go check those out. So he's putting an angle cut in this backyard. Looks really good. This hillside here is very sketchy to me. So there used to be a tree right here. It had to have been a long time ago because I don't think it was there ever since we had the property, but they have been needing to fill it in. So there's that.
Anytime you're on a hill like this, you want to turn into the hill if you're working down the hill, okay? Don't try to turn down the hill, especially with zero-turn mowers. With the front wheels, there's really no control. You don't have any steering. They just go where the weight goes, where the mower goes. So don't try to turn down the hill. Turn into the hill, put the weight on the back tires, and then back down it slowly, and then turn back into your next stripe.
All right, Mrs. Cohn hasn't been cooperating for me. Yeah, it's because she's warmed up. 2 in a row. Dang it. Can't be greedy, can't be greedy. job.
Come on, Kyle.
So I just landed it 3 times. 1 off camera and 2 on camera. Because he didn't hear a word I said before. He's just gonna nod and agree. Right?
Yep.
Love you.
Love you.